What if a simple cup of cinnamon tea could be part of a healthier blood sugar routine? Cinnamon has been used for centuries as a spice and traditional herbal ingredient. Today, researchers are studying whether compounds in cinnamon may have an effect on blood sugar and insulin sensitivity, but there is a lot of confusing information online. Some people claim cinnamon can lower blood sugar instantly or even replace diabetes medication. That's not what the science shows. Let's get started. Cinnamon comes from the bark of several species of trees in the cinnamomum family. It contains several natural plant compounds that researchers are investigating for their antioxidant and metabolic effects. Some studies have found that cinnamon supplementation may have a modest effect on blood glucose in certain people. But here's the important part. Most studies have looked at cinnamon powder or concentrated cinnamon supplements, not specifically cinnamon tea. That means we should be careful about saying that a cup of cinnamon tea will lower your blood sugar. The evidence simply isn't strong enough to make that promise. How might cinnamon affect blood sugar? One reason cinnamon has attracted attention is its possible relationship with insulin. Insulin helps move glucose from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be used for energy. Some laboratory and human studies suggest certain compounds in cinnamon may influence insulin signaling and glucose metabolism. If that effect occurs in people, it could potentially help the body handle glucose more efficiently. But researchers are still studying how significant this effect actually is, and results have not been consistent across every study. So cinnamon is interesting, but it's not a miracle treatment. Can cinnamon tea lower blood sugar? Here's the honest answer. It might help a little, but we don't have strong evidence that cinnamon tea itself significantly lowers blood sugar. The amount of cinnamon compounds that end up in a cup of tea can vary greatly depending on the type of cinnamon, how much you use, and how you prepare it. That's very different from a standardized research supplement. So if you enjoy cinnamon tea, think of it as a healthy beverage choice, not a diabetes treatment. Cinnamon tea after dinner. One time many people enjoy cinnamon tea is after dinner. A warm, unsweetened drink can become part of a relaxing evening routine. It may also help reduce the temptation to reach for cookies, cake, or other sugary snacks. But remember, the tea isn't canceling out the sugar from your meal. Your overall diet still matters much more. Focus on meals that include vegetables, protein, healthy fats, and high-fiber carbohydrates, and keep portions appropriate for your individual needs. Which cinnamon is best? There are several types of cinnamon. Two commonly discussed varieties are Ceylon cinnamon and Cassia cinnamon. Why does this matter? Cassia cinnamon generally contains much more coumarin, a natural compound that can be harmful to the liver when consumed in high amounts over long periods. Ceylon cinnamon contains much less coumarin. This doesn't mean you need to be afraid of ordinary amounts of cinnamon. But if you use cinnamon every day in large quantities, choosing Ceylon cinnamon may be worth considering. And if you have liver problems or take medications, talk with your healthcare professional before making cinnamon supplements a regular habit. What about diabetes medication? This is especially important. If you have diabetes or take medication that lowers blood sugar, don't use cinnamon tea as a replacement for your prescribed treatment. And don't make major changes to your medication because of something you saw in a YouTube video. Some supplements can potentially interact with medications or affect blood sugar. Your healthcare professional can help you decide what's appropriate for you. So, can cinnamon tea help blood sugar? Let's answer the question one more time. Can cinnamon tea help blood sugar? It may have some potential, but current research does not prove that a cup of cinnamon tea can significantly lower blood sugar or treat diabetes. Research on cinnamon itself is mixed, and much of it involves powdered cinnamon or concentrated extracts rather than tea. Still, unsweetened cinnamon tea can be a flavorful, low-calorie alternative to sugary beverages, and that's a benefit worth paying attention to. Have you ever tried cinnamon tea? Do you drink it in the morning, after dinner, or before bed? Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tea and wellness tips from Tea and Health. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.